So the moment I saw the title of this video, I said to myself, please don't let this be what I think it's going to be. 2007 Homeless Cake Stomp. And well, unfortunately, it was exactly that. The video you're about to watch is of a person who works for a radio station known as OPI Radio. And supposedly, this person wasn't the actual person who did this. He just simply uploaded it. But the point is OP Radio is associating with this type of action. So therefore, since they're uploading it to their channel, they are in fact condoning, considering what they did is actually from the radio station's channel itself. Whether the uploader did this, I don't know. But that's besides the point. The point is the radio company, the radio station, did this.
You a little drunk?
No, I'm not drunk, but I had a couple of beers.
Couple when? About an hour
Last
ago?
night.
Oh, last night?
Yeah, I
Party
always
with the
get
guys?
my guys, you know.
What's in the box?
What's in the
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the
You
box?
guys, treat
Oh.
yourself.
What is it?
Wow, that
Wait, let me
looks
see.
good, but
Wait,
I am not touching
You
it.
eat it,
Wait, let
Andrew.
me see. No,
Put it down
it's
for a
some kind of a
second.
cinnamon.
Put it down for a second.
Cakey thing.
Come on. That's not nice.
That's why I love you guys.
That's not nice. You know, I earned that, man. Come on.
It's in the plastic.
I earned that.
So supposedly, if you read the description, it says, Andrew was our homeless friend that we talked regularly on the live show as we walked down Rock on our XM studio. Every day he'd get a lot of money from listeners and followers that walked over. On this day, I noticed the stale cake at the Starbucks I had thrown out because of the expiration date. Andrew got the cake out of the garbage. I decided I was going to stomp on the cake, mostly because I didn't like to see Anthony and Jim Norton cringe and get uncomfortable. Of course, I didn't feel good about it afterwards. For the record, I gave Andrew $100 that day for pleasure of the stomping his cake, and everybody else gave him another $100. Now you know the story. Well, dipshit, I can tell you that you're already wrong right here, because I actually watched the video numerous times just to see if what you were actually saying was true, and no, you did not give this man who you stomped their cake into the ground, his cake into the ground, you didn't give him $100. In fact, you know how I know this? Because I took 2 screenshots right here. If you look carefully at this screenshot, you can see that it is in fact a $1 bill sitting on that cup. That is not $100 like you seem to portray. Here's another photo of all the $1 bills stacked on top of one another. They are $1 bills. So unless Opie Radio, you cannot physically count how much money you gave him roughly about $5 to $6 in $1 bills for a Starbucks cake, cinnamon cake, which, by the way, I happen to know how much those cost, and those cost around $15 to $20 to $30, depending on what type of Starbucks cake, cinnamon cake, you actually buy. It absolutely astounds me at the morality and choices that certain people can make. Are you even capable, Opie Radio, of understanding that what you did in this search situation, and now that your video's on Reddit and many other social networking sites, that this type of PR can be bad for your station, your radio station, and the company that you work for? Did you know that? Or are you too stupid to realize that you don't think before you act? In fact, you act and then you think in this particular video, which seems to be the majority of most people nowadays who upload videos like this. It amazes me, and I'm not saying this to brag, but just the other day, I could not see myself doing this. Just the other day, it was on, I think it was Friday. No, it was Friday or Thursday. It was Friday or Thursday, I don't remember. No, it was Wednesday. On Wednesday, I went out with a friend of mine, and we went to a very expensive restaurant in Seattle known as Benihana's. This was the first time I had ever been to Benihana's. Really fancy restaurant, great, fantastic Japanese food. Oh, it was amazing. Now that restaurant, Benihana's, is very expensive. They run about $30 per plate, and I overspent roughly about over $100 for that meal between her and me. But after I finished eating, I had leftover food, and I had quite a lot of leftover food. They give you good portions, and it's very healthy. It's delicious food. So after we were done eating, I packed up all my food that I had left over, and we walked down Fifth Avenue in Seattle to go to the Wolverine showing that was happening within the next hour. And I walked by a guy, homeless guy, with a sign saying, please, any money will help, God bless. And he was literally, he was homeless. If you've been in Seattle, there are a lot of homeless people. I walked by him, and I was almost to the other side of the street, and then my mind just clicked. And I'm like, I have a box of food from a very expensive restaurant from Benihana's, and that I'm probably going to eat tomorrow morning. But you know what? I don't really need it because I have a job and I have money. So I turned around and walked right up to him and I said, here, you can take this and enjoy. I felt good about that. But more so, I could never, ever, 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 ever in my lifetime visualize me grabbing that food that I just gave him, putting it on the ground, and then jumping on it, and then laughing about it. I mean, what the absolute fucking... What possesses someone to act that way? What... I don't understand, and the video is labeled as entertainment. This is not entertainment. That is just absolute cruelty to do to someone who's homeless, is to jump on their fucking food. If there is one thing that homeless people need, it is food. I personally do not give homeless people money because I don't feel comfortable giving them money, because there are homeless people who don't use their money wisely and who buy cigarettes, cocaine, drugs, or alcohol or whatever the shit they want, which in return is not healthy for them. If I can give a homeless person food, I will do it. And yet here are these cackling cunts who think, hey, you know what? Let's stomp on his cake and show how cool our radio station really is. When I was 17, I volunteered for a little under a year at the Union Gospel Mission in downtown Seattle. I really enjoyed working there. I met amazing people, all who were homeless. And for you to stand in your cradle of power with a microphone and smash a man's food for your own fucking entertainment and then upload it to YouTube, even if you're the uploader and you didn't actually physically do it, the fact is your XM studio company did it. And you're representing that. You're representing these actions done to this poor homeless man. That old homeless man says, that wasn't very nice, that wasn't very nice. No, it wasn't very nice. In fact, that's the act of cruelty. I'd like to see you go for a week, maybe even 2 weeks, with hardly eating any food, and then when you finally scavenge some food, some cunt fuck walks up and jumps on it and laughs at your face and throws you a $1 bill. Welcome to America.